This is an NBC News special report. Here's Savannah Guthrie.
Hi there, good morning. We're on the air from here in Paris with breaking news. Sources telling NBC News this morning of a multinational prisoner swap involving, among others, the U.S., Russia, and other countries. We are awaiting word on who is being swapped and where they are. This word just coming into our newsroom. I've got Keir Simmons with me here in Paris. And, of course, we don't know officially who has been released. The most high-profile names that come to mind right now being held in Russia, the Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, and Paul Whelan, a former U.S. Marine who's been held a very long time in Russia. This is word that there are multiple parties and that there's some kind of prisoner swap.
That's right. I mean, there are a number of Americans held in Russia, and there has been talk about prisoner swaps over many months and even many years. And you remember that we saw that with Brittany Griner, with a swap for a Russian who was being held in the U.S., Victor Bout. So this is, you're right, a very complex picture. It is happening right now. An administration official saying that we can report right now that parties have agreed to a prisoner transfer and that they are now in a position where they're expected to soon be in U.S. custody. Now, is that Evan Gershkovich? He was held in March 2023, so he's been in prison now for more than a year. The Wall Street Journal reporter.
And recently sentenced to a quite severe sentence.
Yes, he was. He was sentenced recently, and that happened quite quickly, and that raised questions about exactly what the Russians were doing and whether something like this was being prepared for. And then there is Paul Whelan. He's been in prison there a lot longer, since December 2018. And there were hopes when Brittany Griner was released that Paul Whelan might be released as well. He wasn't. Could he be among those who are now heading towards possible freedom?
People very worried that he could be left behind again. NBC's Chief Foreign Affairs correspondent Andrea Mitchell with us now. And Andrea, let's just be candid with our viewers. It's very, very delicate. We have word from a senior administration official of this prisoner swap, but we don't yet know if officially who these prisoners are, whether they're in U.S. custody, if they're safely in the hands of Western officials yet.
No, and in fact, we've been given a lot of information about this, just to be totally honest, but we are not allowed to report any of this until they are safely in American custody. And I think all of our viewers, every journalist, every human being with a heart in America would want to know that these people are in American custody, that anyone who has been in a Russian prison and is being released, as has been reported, was in American custody. So until that happens, we cannot fully report, and then we will have many, many details. What I did report on July 16th, the day of the sentencing, was that there was a key ingredient, a German prisoner, and once that prisoner could be released back to Russia, he's an assassin, that might open the way for a lot more to happen.
Well, Andrew, we have much to discuss in the coming hours, but the breaking news as we speak from a senior administration official at the White House that there has been a prisoner swap involving Russia, the U.S., and other countries, whether the Wall Street Journal, Evan Gershkovich, or Paul Whelan are among those prisoners. We will continue to watch it and report back. This is Savannah Guthrie reporting from Paris.